I'm drenched with water, so we did something right. Man, we knew it was going to take every bit of everything that we had to beat this team because they're a great team, defending champs and champs of the SEC, and so we knew that there was no easy task in front of us, and we had to rely on what we did all year, which is our serving game and being really good out of system. And I thought, both teams play well in that regard, but we were able to turn a few more points when it mattered. And we got a couple of big runs, which really helps, put some separation, and we know that we're good enough to sustain those leads, even though, Kentucky fought like hell to get back into it. So just really proud. We always talk it's a team effort from, it starts with me and goes down through everyone else, players, strength staff, athletic trainers. Everyone has a part in this, and we relied on everything tonight.
Chris, what do you feel like you showed coming in here to their home floor here in Lexington and knocking them off in front of a kind of hostile crowd?
Yeah, we talk a lot about that we're prepared for this maybe more than a lot of teams because we face this every time in the Big Ten. You go back through a season and we beat Penn State at Penn State in front of a hostile crowd. We beat Purdue at Purdue in front of a hostile crowd. And so for us, it's almost a comfort thing where it's like, all right, you want to cheer against us? That kind of feeds us a little bit. And that's a part of sports. That's, I think, that's what everyone loves. And so, our team always has responded to when that response was needed. I got a whole bunch of competitors, I know that, and that showed tonight.
Dana, how do you guys rally after that second set, maybe where the offense isn't clicking as much as it was in the first, and how do you overcome that and do what you guys were able to do tonight?
I don't really want to take away anything that Kentucky did because they're a great team. So, it's a battle. It's a battle at every single point. So, but to overcome it, we really just talked about being us. We can't be anyone but us, and so we kind of just went back to what we do well, and we train game-like every single day. So we just kind of stayed together and went back to being our own players.
What do you feel like you showed from the service line today, and how were you guys able to stay a tough serving team?
That's like the staple of our team, so that's really nothing new. I think that we just had a really aggressive mindset, and like Chris said, we have a bunch of competitors, and it's just fun. And playing in these gyms, I think it gets us more pumped up. So just to have that comfort level behind the line, we have some of the toughest servers in the nation. So we have, when we get the serve, it's kind of like we all know, all right, let's lock in.
Raina, how do you feel about that third set for you guys and just being able to dominate the way that you guys did?
Yeah, it was awesome. We talked a lot about just a sense of urgency, not letting up, keeping our foot on the gas, and I think we did a really good job of that in the third set for sure.
How do you celebrate this win and this accomplishment, and then also turn around and get ready now for the Sweet 16?
We take as long as we can to celebrate, but obviously when we get back in Champaign, it's back to business, and gotta do what you gotta do.
Chris, you mentioned about just the scoring runs and your ability to sustain that. Was there a key you felt in just the way you're able to keep that pressure on and not let up once you got 1 point to stack them on top of each other?
Kind of like Dee mentioned, is how we practice every day. We have to, we've always had that mentality. I think you need it in our game. If any team in our, this level of play is in system and they have a good pass, they get really tough to stop. And so it's just kind of been a mantra from ours from day one. We need to get after it from the service line. We need to take aggressive swings, and we need to play. If we're not scoring, we need to keep them off the net. And so I think we just did a great job. I know we did a great job of doing that tonight, and that helped put on those runs. And I think Kentucky was a team, just looking at their past month and a half, they hadn't dropped a set in the last month and a half. And so we knew if we can kind of push on them a little bit, that maybe it would maybe kind of get them to think a little bit more, and I think we did that tonight.
Any more questions?